Good morning 11th students. Lesson number 5, States of Matter, Chemistry Part 1. Today's part is Part 6. Yesterday we completed up to Avogadro law. Okay. Today we are starting our next topic, that is 5.6, Ideal Gas Equation. Now in earlier lectures I taught you the 3 laws we have learned till now. Okay, so I taught you at constant temperature, Boyle's law, volume is proportional to 1 upon P, that is Boyle's law. First, okay. Second, V is directly proportional to temperature, that is Charles' law. Third one, I taught you Avogadro law, V is directly proportional to N. So by combining all these three, V is directly proportional to 1 upon P, V is directly proportional to T, and V is directly proportional to N. By combining all these three, V is T and N will come upside, and P is inversely proportional. Okay, this equation is termed as 5.15. Now by removing this constant, we are keeping our gas constant, that is R and T upon P. This is 5.16. Now V is equal to R and T upon P, that is 5.16. So P will come side here. So PV is equal to nRT. This is the main equation, that is called 5.17, and R is equal to, if we want to know the gas constant, then R is equal to PV, N and T will come down. This is called 5.18 equation. Okay, now here R is called the gas constant, and it is same for all gases. This is called gas constant. Therefore it is called universal gas constant. Universal means it is common for all gas. Universal gas constant. So equation 5.17 is ideal gas equation. PV is equal to nRT, it is ideal gas equation because R gas constant is universal gas constant. Okay, now we have to find the value of R by putting R is equal to PV upon NT. Put the value of pressure 10 raised to 5 Pascal. Volume is STP condition 22.71 into 10 raised to minus 3 meter cube. N means we are finding for 1 mole and 1 mole, and temperature Kelvin 1.37 K. So the value of gas constant will come 8.314 Pascal meter cube per Kelvin per mole. Okay, so in common we will convert this, and the gas constant's value 8.31 joule per kilo per mole. Okay, so at STP conditions used at STP means standard temperature and pressure, here we put that values. At standard temperature and pressure condition, earlier 273.1 Kelvin, and 1 atmosphere pressure instead of Pascal. So R's value will be 8.20578 into 10 raised to minus 2 liter atmosphere per kilo per mole. So ideal gas equation is a relation between 4 variables, and it describes the value of any gas. Therefore it is called the equation of state. Now if we will get we derived PV is equal to nRT. So P1 V1 upon T1, T will come here, and then NR for number of moles and gas constant is equal. Again for the second condition, P2 V2 upon T2. So we can derive the equation P1 V1 upon T1 is equal to P2 V2 upon T2 is equal to NR, that is constant. Okay, so this equation is called 5.19 for initial and final relations. Okay, fixed amount. Now equation 5.19 is a very useful equation. If out of 6, see, if out of 6 this P1 V1 T1 P2 V2 upon T2 is equal to NR. So if first, second, third, fourth, 5, 6 out of 5 values are given, then sixth one we can find out. So this equation is also known as combined gas law. I am teaching you one numerical related to this equation. See, problem 5.3. At 25 degrees Celsius, pressure is 760 mm of mercury. A gas occupied 600 volume. So volume is 600 ml. Where temperature is 10 degree Celsius and volume is 640 ml. So you have to find the pressure. So we can say P1 T1 P1 760, T1 we have to convert it in Kelvin, 25 plus 273, and volume V1. So T1 P1 and V1, and this one is T2 V2, and we have to find out P2. Okay, this T2 10 plus 273. By putting all these values in this equation, P1 V1 upon T1 is equal to P2 V2 upon T2. Put the values. P1 is, we have to find out P2. So we will keep P2 here. P1 V1 multiplied by T2 divided by T1 will be here, divided by V2. P2. So P2 is equal to, P1 is given 760 mm multiplied by 600 ml, and 25 plus 273 is 283. Temperature T2 10 degree plus you have to do, so 283 Kelvin, and 293. Then mLs are 640 ml. So this Kelvin, ml, and by dividing this you are getting the P2 value 676.6 ml. Okay. Now our next topic is 5.61, that is density and molar mass. Density and molar mass. Now you are knowing PV is equal to nRT, very simple. So we have to find the density and molar mass. N upon V will come down, is equal to P upon RT. Okay. Now replacing this N, you are knowing earlier, N is equal to M upon capital M. M upon capital M into V is equal to PRT. This equation is 5.20. Now you are knowing that this M upon V is called D. D upon EM is equal to P upon RT. So this equation is 5.21. Okay. So if you want to get molecular mass, it will be here. It will go down. Then it will be dRT upon P. This equation is 5.22. Okay. So density and molecular mass relation. Our next topic is 5.62. That is Dalton's law of partial pressure. Dalton's law of partial pressure. Okay. Now this law states that the law was formulated by John Dalton. It states that the total pressure exerted by the mixture of non-reactive gases is equal to the sum of the partial pressure of individual gases. Here you think some container is there. Here oxygen is also there, CO2 is also there, nitrogen is also there. So many gases are there. So the total pressure is equal to the partial pressure of oxygen, P1, partial pressure of CO2 plus partial pressure of nitrogen plus so many gases, whatever. Okay, at constant temperature and volume. Volume should be fixed. 5 liter means 5 liter. Temperature means temperature and volume should be fixed. So partial pressure, sum of partial pressure is called the total pressure exerted. Now, where P total is the total pressure. Okay, now you are knowing when we are going to collect our gases. So gases are generally collected over water and therefore are moist. Pressure of dry gas. So pressure of dry gas is equal to the pressure of total and from aqueous tension. Okay, so this equation is called 5.24. Gases are generally collected over water and therefore the most pressure of dry gas can be calculated by subtracting vapor pressure of water. Okay, vapor pressure of water by from the total pressure. So dry gas pressure total and moist pressure. Aqueous tension of water at different temperatures, it shows that. So suppose PV is equal to nRT. So for the number of moles, this P1 is equal to N1 RT upon V. P2 is equal to N2 R upon V. See, ideal gas equation is equal to Dalton's law we are. So P1 pressure we want to know. N1 for gas 1 RT. Okay, this one is 5.25. P2 is equal to N1 RT upon V because volume and temperature should be constant. N3 P3 N3 RT upon V 5.27, where we can say P total is equal to P1 plus P2 plus P3 by putting all these values N1 upon RT upon V plus N2 RT upon V plus N3 RT upon V. So gas constant, R is constant, temperature constant, V constant. So we can say N1 number of moles for number 3 and the gas constant R, T and V, these conditions are stable. So this equation is 5.28. Okay, now on dividing P1, if we want to know the P1, so this one is P total, this one is P1. So P1 by P total is, by putting the value of P1, N1 RT upon V, okay, divided by P total, N1 plus N2 plus N3 RT upon V is equal to N1 upon N1 plus N2 plus N3 and common is RT upon V, RTV upon RTV. So P1 upon P total will be number of moles of N1 plus number of moles of P total is equal to N1 upon total number of moles is equal to, it is called X1, where N is equal to this total and X1 means called the mole fraction of first gas. So P1 is equal to X1 plus P total. Okay. Now thus the general equation can be written as P1 is equal to X1 P total. This equation is called 5.29. Now we are deriving our next problem. That is problem 5.4. A neon dioxygen mixture contains 70.6 oxygen, and this neon, if pressure of the mixture of gases in the cylinder is 25 bar, what is the partial pressure? See, first of all, we have to derive the number of moles of dioxygen. 70.56 grams divided by oxygen's weight 32 grams. So number of moles N we have to find out, 2.21 moles. For number of moles of neon, so you have to take the weight, neon's weight, divided by neon's molecular weight. Okay, then mole fraction of dioxygen, total number of N, oxygen's number of moles 2.21 divided by the total moles, oxygen and neons. The mole fraction of dioxygen is 0.21, mole fraction of neon, so you are getting this mole divided by total mole. Alternatively, mole fraction from 1 we have to subtract it this. So partial pressure is, I derived this formula, P1 is equal to X1 and P total. Okay, so for the partial pressure 1, mole fraction you are getting 0.21, total pressure is given, that is 25 bar. Like that, you have to find this partial pressure of oxygen 5.25 bar. So total pressure of neon is this. Okay, so total pressure P1 is equal to X1 P total you have to do. And tomorrow in the next lecture I will teach you. So today I taught you ideal gas equation, density and molar mass relation, then Dalton's law of partial pressure, and up to problem 5.4 I taught you up to page number 46, 147. So please students, do practice daily with me.